Hit that shit, Mike. That shit hit different.
Welcome to Post Game Live. You already know who we are.
Ooh, we're getting short, Mike. Mike, let me open the show. Let me open. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Steven! Oh, him Halaman! Mike, you have found out today that I am a fan of ChatGPT.
Yes.
I requested that ChatGPT make me a poem. I said, ChatGPT, make me a poem about the Knicks getting swept in the Eastern Conference Finals by the Indiana Pacers. And boy, did ChatGPT not let me down. It's called Pacers, Broom in the Garden. In the shadow of the banners high, where echoes lift and legends lie, the Knicks took tall, at least at first, but fate had planned a deeper thirst. The Pacers came with quiet flame, no flash, just fire, just cold, clear aim. 4 games, no mercy, no delay. They took the heart, then walked away. Tyrese ran like the wind through stone. He passes carved through hardwood bone. While Brunson fought through grit and pain, the scoreboard told a harsher name. The Garden crowd, so loud, so proud, grew still beneath the sweeping shroud. A city's dreams and jerseys hung, now whispered what they once had sung. RJ shot rang. Oh, RJ Barrett reference. Shout out to ChatGPT. RJ's shot rang iron bound. Josh Hart's hustle held the ground, but Indy danced in sharper shoes, the kind you wear when you don't lose. No game 5, lights, no rally cry, just bitter truth beneath the sky. But in defeat, the faithful know the roots dig deep before they grow. So mark this sweep, this stinging scar, a fuel for fires that burn from far. The Knicks will rise, just not today. The Pacers earned their crown this May. Shout out to ChatGPT. Yeah. What a beautiful poem. A beautiful poem. Oh, God. What a game, Mike.
I don't agree.
What a game. I know you, sir, are at an 8 out of 10. Unless you are now different than what you said you might be.
Still the same.
Okay. So, all trolling set aside. Welcome, Mike. Thank you for having me. How do you, if you are the Knicks, approach this loss going into Indiana?
Trying to figure out a way to spare the ego of my third team All-NBA player who serious considerations need to be thought about benching. Because the team is completely different when he's on the floor and when he's not on the floor. It's a completely different team.
I thought Tibbs did like a great coach thing at first, where once 7 minutes hit in the fourth quarter, Cat was just benched. He really was benched. And Draymond said the same thing. He's like, Cat got benched. Because Mitch, even though the stats don't show that he didn't score, the impact on what he does is so much greater. And he had the 2 bigs in Indy in foul trouble by himself to start the game, where they had to put in a guy who played 5 minutes the entire playoff up to this point just to make sure that Miles Turner and Thomas Bryant didn't get any more fouls. What Mitch brought was so important on that side of the ball. And then they started the hack-a-Mitch with literally a minute left, like in that span where they could just send dudes to the free throw line. And he missed one. And I said in the chat, I was like, if Mitch hits these free throws, Cat doesn't come back into this game. He missed a free throw, made the other one, and Tibbs said, all right, Cat, get up. And the second Cat got back into the game, only did he do nothing. He allowed 3 offensive rebounds. He gave the Pacers 3 extra possessions.
The second he stepped on the floor.
3 extra possessions that literally let Indy drain the clock as much as they needed to. Where Mitch would have grabbed those rebounds and given you guys another chance. The offense of Brunson and Prey also has been the Knick offense for 2 years. Granted, Brunson was fucking cooking tonight. Cooking. But Cat only scores 5 points in the second half. Bridges did his thing. He scored his 20. OG scored, I think, 15. You've got to find your offense in other places. Besides just Brunson and Prey, and you watch and hope Mitch grabs an offensive rebound.
But I don't think it was Brunson and Prey. It was everybody did their job tonight except Karl Anthony Towns.
But that's the problem.
But that's not the Knicks being Brunson and Prey. It's Cat not doing shit.
It's the offense benefited heavily tonight from Mitch, which is how you guys benefited a lot last year, where it was Brunson, Prey, offensive rebound. That's what tonight was. If Brunson wasn't hitting the shot, it was an offensive rebound because Mitch just imposed his will. So I don't know. And we said Cat was going to do this.
I said this.
We both called this.
Literally said he's going to play like shit in game 2.
And it's like, if you just look at the box score, you're like, oh yeah, Cat had like 20. He scored 5 in the second half. 5 in the second half.
He played horrendous. And so like when James gets mad and asks me what empty calories are, that's Cat's 20 tonight. Because all right,
fair, I wouldn't
sure
say that.
he scored in the first half and we were in it. Sure, he hit one significant shot, 1 3 that made any type of impact on this game. And of course, he made it and then promptly pointed at Miles Turner as if he was doing, and then
did his front runner shit tonight,
and then promptly disappeared.
In the first half, he was pointing, doing all that stuff, and then it just kind of really got quiet, and he just looked mad uncomfortable. I can't say his points were empty calories, because if you don't have that 20, you guys lose by 20. Because how much do you guys lose by tonight? 6? That would be the thing where it's like a super empty. It's not like, man, he scored all his points when the game didn't matter. He put up timely points. If he doesn't score those points in the first half, then it's a completely different game. You guys don't go into halftime tied or up.
If Siakam doesn't score 80% of their points, they're getting blown out. Like we can do this with everyone.
Yeah, but we can't call one thing like empty calories when it was important in that moment.
We can literally do that with everyone.
But then you can't call everything empty calories.
I'm not.
You said this is why I argue empty calories.
I'm not. But if your defense to the empty calories is, well, if he didn't score at this time, then it's a closer game. I can do that with every single person. It
No,
makes
but
none of the points different then.
But the thing is, you can't call them empty calories when in the flow of the game, it mattered. Right? Because it mattered at that point. Did it not?
That 1-3 he hit mattered.
I mean, he scored like 15 in the first half. All of that mattered. It's just in the second half, he does nothing. That's the difference. If he can compete in the second half, then it's like, what are we doing? But he doesn't. He plays himself off. Like, it's not like he was in serious foul trouble. He only had 3 fouls.
He didn't do anything tonight.
In the second half, he did nothing.
Except stink up the joint. His defense is still atrocious.
It's horrendous.
To the point that the Garden was yelling at him for being lazy, which I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I've been screaming about this for 2 weeks now.
Oh, no, I've been right there with you. But again, I've been talking shit about Cat all playoff. Yeah.
So have I.
Like, this is your team's second best player, supposedly.
He's supposed to be.
But again, Mikal Bridges ends up being this team's second best player every fucking series.
Which is fine. I have no problem with that.
But when you have Karl Anthony Towns on your team, who's all NBA, all-star, Mikal Bridges shouldn't be your second best player. Mikal Bridges as a first or second best player doesn't put your team in a great spot.
Can't win a championship like that.
He has to be your third and fourth.
I mean, I guess second, depending on how the offense is run, like how,
Not when you have
because he was the
two All-NBA guys.
But he was the second best. I mean, Chris Paul
he was not
there.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. He was
DeAndre Ayton was
DeAndre Ayton in that finals run. Again, Chris Paul is responsible for DeAndre Ayton, and everybody thinking DeAndre Ayton was okay when I was sitting there saying don't fucking pay him. Remember that? I remember that. But it was Booker, Paul, Ayton, then Bridges and Cam Johnson. That's how that went.
Bridges was the X factor of that team.
Bridges and Cam Johnson were the two guys that were like, if you get them cooking, it's trouble. Because as role players, because again, Bridges was 3-and-D corner guy. Hustle, like all that shit. And then Cam Johnson was just extra. So it's like, that's how you could have gotten to that point. But if Bridges was your second best player on that team, they don't get there. And that's no disrespect to Bridges. That's just the reality of it. Cat needs to be better so Mikal could fulfill the perfect role of being the 3. Because, again, he does all the extra stuff that just Cat couldn't fucking dream of. Josh Hart getting in early foul trouble, not really playing much, also hurt. But
took him
in these last 2 games, Josh Hart really has done nothing. Which is crazy.
He had an okay game 1 because he was getting a lot of rebounds, but he didn't impact the game like he normally does. Like he was getting rebounds and he
wasn't felt
all over the place, but like I said, his impact wasn't there. Tonight, I mean, the refs took him out the game. Like he never caught a rhythm because once he got in foul trouble, he never caught a rhythm. So
but that's just the problem with then you have to go to your bench or rely on your starters for even longer. Again, India's going 10 deep. Perfect. That's the scary thing is Indy's going 10 deep, and then they pull Shepherd out of their ass to just be like, okay, you kind of got fresh legs. Go ahead.
And like it's exactly what I was saying. Like they're not playing these guys 20, 25, 30 minutes. They're playing it for 5 to 10 minutes. Like that's the problem that I have. Like, I mean, yeah, the Knicks bench isn't good, but like you can't tell me that these guys can't run out here for 5 minutes. You can't convince me that Precious can't run out there for 5 minutes. Like
not when you have Mitch playing the way he's playing. Mitch needs to be there.
Not like you can't tell me that Obi Toppin is that much better than Precious that he can't even see the floor.
Obi is much better than Precious.
That to the point that he can't see the floor when Obi's out there.
Yeah.
To the point that he can't. He's not that. He's not that much better.
Obi runs the floor.
So does Precious.
He's
He
not
runs.
fast enough to keep up with Obi.
It's not glaring that he can't even touch the floor. PJ Tucker can't touch the floor. Precious can get on the floor.
But
like, that's
is he going to match Obi Toppin's 19 minutes?
I don't need him to, Dylan. I don't need him to go out there and score 15 points. I just need him to give OG a few minutes a breather. I just need him to give Brunson a few, so we can stagger minutes. Now
I would like to apologize and say the Pacers are not going 10 deep. They went fucking 11 deep today. 11 deep. Like, granted, again, Thomas Bryant, massive, early foul trouble. Only played 4 minutes.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
Obi Toppin, Thomas Bryant, Tony Bradley, TJ McConnell, Benedict Mathurin.
Tony Bradley getting on the floor is insane.
And then Ben Shepherd. So even if you take Tony Bradley off there, they still went 10 deep. Ben Shepherd being I still, again, I will give the coach of the Pacers all the credit in the world for waiting the last 5 minutes of game one to put Ben Shepherd in the game and be like, go ahead, fresh legs, go frustrate him. And then immediately it was like, oh yeah, he also played really good last year's series against the Knicks. So go ahead.
TJ McConnell
wasn't
playing the last series. He barely played in the first series. He sees us and turns into the sixth man, turns into Peyton Pritchard.
Well, remember last year we had a TJ McConnell game last year.
It was the
where
same thing last year.
And Brunson were just going at it. It was unreal. And again, the TJ McConnell effect when he comes in and plays off the bench is so fucking not frustrating to watch, but if I'm a Knicks fan and I'm watching him, it's just there's no way he just does the Steve Nash run underneath the baseline and then drive kicks open three, and you guys suck at covering the fucking 3-pointer. So it's man.
Because that's where it comes to. All right, you're telling me with a straight face that DeLon Wright isn't fast enough to be on the again, these guys don't have to score. Just go run with him for 5 minutes. Just go run with him for 5 minutes. You telling me that DeLon Wright can't do that? I have watched these guys play. I know. I'm not saying send him out there to go guard Halliburton. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just saying go out there when McConnell is out there and chase him around for as long as Carlisle can tolerate it. That's it. If they want to play the bench game, let's play the bench game and put Cat and Bridges on the floor at the same time, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, because Deuce is
playing great.
Deuce, it's playing out of his mind. Campaign needs to be dumped in the Hudson River. But I have to play him. But I have to play him because apparently he's the only other person that can dribble on the team. Which is unbelievable, because every time he comes in the game, he turns the ball over.
Serviceable.
He's supposed to. So I don't know what that means, because I don't know what y'all be watching. Because
I never said he was serviceable. I've always been on the Campaign fucking stinks train. But James, every time Campaign does something, he's serviceable. No, he's not. No, he's not.
My only argument is, sadly, he's still better than Landry Shamet.
Shamet doesn't help you in this.
At all.
Shamet doesn't help you.
There's nothing that he can do. He can't run with them. He plays no defense.
Nope.
And the Knicks, he's not going to get any open looks, because the Knicks have to deliberately run plays for him. And
you
the way that the
desperately
Pacers
need a playmaker off the bench. You need somebody who could just generate some type of offense, not even for himself, but for the team.
Imagine if the Knicks could hear me for the last 2 years, as I've been screaming for them to go get Jordan Clarkson from Utah.
I was screaming for that for you guys this year.
And I said it last year.
I was told by James and Anthony, we don't need him. We can just play the guys we got. No, you guys need somebody off the bench who can get you
more.
like 15 and be a problem and a focus to get everybody else the fucking ball. And you're seeing it.
They're a player away. The problem is Clark don't play defense.
No, nobody does. But the thing is, you're a player away, but you don't have the money to go get the player.
He's not expensive, though.
Yeah,
Wait, actually, no.
He is making money. He is expensive. You can't get him unless you get rid of Mitchell Robinson.
And I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that. Deuce McBride doesn't make enough money. So you can't just match contracts. You guys are in not even a weird spot. You guys are or Josh Hart. Can't do that. So you're stuck where you're at unless you get rid of one of the guys making money. Because then you're well into the second apron and you can't do shit.
And the Knicks are very actively trying to not hit the second apron.
Like, you're going to be lucky because Bridges is going to keep you under the second apron. OG's contract fucks you because he makes a lot of money.
OG's contract hurts, but it was a necessary evil.
You had to do it. But then it's just like, what moves can you do in the offseason that don't bring you there? There's really not a lot, unless there's somebody who's willing to just be like, hey, I'll take literally league minimum to be on your team and help.
And I don't know who that is. That's a scorer like that.
Or not 40. Because even if Chris Paul is like, oh yeah, I want to be a team, he's still going to ask for money. He's still too good to take league minimum.
And he doesn't score enough.
Russell Westbrook would put you guys in hell.
He's going to want too much money.
No, because he played on a really low contract this year. Did he not?
I don't know. I don't know what Russell's contract is.
Westbrook contract. Oh, 2 years, 6.8. He's only making 3.4.
I mean, that's affordable. I would love Russ. Russ fits what Tibbs likes to do.
Russ would infuriate the fuck out of you, though, on your team.
Not me. He wouldn't infuriate me. I don't mind how Russ plays. James, he would drive Anthony insane. He would drive Anthony insane. He wouldn't drive me insane. I've never had a problem. Like, I'm the biggest Russ supporter in here. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think
he's absolutely a Hall of Famer, but we can't
way too much blame for his teams losing, as if he does not do good things.
Like, it's a double-edged sword. He does the good things and then he does the bad things.
He's what do you?
He's erratic.
A foul merchant. He's a turnover merchant. That's what he is.
He's the human equivalent of the Mario Kart mystery block. You really don't know what you're going to get. You really don't know what you're going to get. You're either going to get fucking amazing or you're going to get, holy shit, get him off the court. And that's not something as a fan of a team who wants to win a championship I can stomach. Because imagine he plays tonight and instead of letting Brunson take like the last couple shots, because clutch player of the year, phenomenal numbers in the fourth quarter and clutch, blah, blah, blah. He just chucks up a shot and it hits the side of the backboard. Granted, we did have a sequence where Cat and I think Deuce both hit the side of the backboard. That was funny as shit.
Deuce's one, he just threw it up because of the shot clock.
He had to. It was a grenade.
Cat just fucking threw up like nothing. But there was a lot of that tonight because Cat missed a couple ugly shots. I saw Halliburton airball of shots tonight.
Oh, that was a bad one, but that was great defense by Bridges.
Had a bad one tonight. Like,
Cat hit a shot after after fucking Jalen Nowitzki fucking hit like a billion turnaround one-legged fadeaways, and then Cat goes, my turn, and then shot a one-handed one so off that it was unreal.
but then turns around. There was a point in this game where he hit this unbelievable, like, up and under layup, which is like, how the hell did he make that? Like,
he was doing such a good job in the second half of attacking the basket. The thing we've been asking for 2 series, where it's like, you have the smaller guy on you, attack the fucking basket. And he hit that fucking drop step up and under on fucking Miles Turner. He was putting Siakam in the post, hitting hook shots. Like, that's what you wanted. And then he just strays away. The second half comes and he's like, I just want to sit out on the perimeter and I want to start my offense there, as opposed to doing what's working. Meanwhile, the second Pascal Siakam hits a fucking screen and switches, he's like, give me the fucking ball.
The second he sees Brunson on him, give me the ball.
Ball. I got Bridges on me. Ball. I got Brunson on me. Ball.
And he's not shooting threes and jump shots. He's going right to the cup.
Mm-hmm. It's so incredible to see just the different philosophies and 2 guys who play arguably the same position, because Cat probably really doesn't want to be center.
There's no probably.
He doesn't. It's the Anthony Davis thing where it's like, you're probably the best option we have at center offensively, but you prefer to play against smaller guys, so you can't really be a center, but you have to be. You prefer, again, you need to find more ways to get Cat and Mitch on the court together, and I don't think Tibbs did a good job of that tonight.
I don't even know if I like that lineup in this series.
I do,
because I feel like they drop off defensively.
It depends on who Cat's covering. It really depends on who's Cat's covering and what lineup they bring out, because if Indy wants to bring out that small lineup with fucking Obi Toppin at center, I'm counteracting that with double big, because you put them in hell. Because then Cat could do his thing where he could bring his offense from the perimeter. Mitch gets to hang out and just grab offense boards because nobody's getting them. We saw that lineup fucking work wonders in the 2 series prior. Oh, we're getting fired. Tibbs is.
Shout out Dylan. Shout out Aru. That's James's dad.
Hey.
And of course he's here when James is ditching us today.
Nowhere.
Ditching us. Terrible. What's going on? We're here. I'm here. I mean, listen, we said, what did I say? What did
I was just about to ask you, how hot is the Tibbs seat?
The oven's on. What's on.
The temperature?
Maybe about 300 right now.
Okay. I was about to say, if it's at 350, we're in a problem.
Nah,
you're at a problem.
I think it's at 300 right now. It's on, though.
You guys go down 3-0.
It's on preheat.
It's 375. You guys go down 3-0, 375. Get them out.
It's on preheat. Listen, what did I say? Mike Malone is sitting right there. Mike Malone is begging to come fix this. Begging.
It's been lit. It's we're starting to approach that. It's time.
No,
I originally thought since they got there, I'm like, he's kind of safe. If they win games, if they made this a competitive series, Tibbs, and they still lose, Tibbs' job is safe. If the Knicks go down 3-0, he can't be the coach next year.
I'm telling you, the writing's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Now, Tibbs comes back and wins this series.
Different story.
He's coach for life. He's coach for life.
Different story. But if you go down 3-0, because, again, we talked about the last time, Indy's going to have one of those Indy games.
Yeah.
Where they run you guys out of the gym.
Because I don't even really think they outplayed the Knicks tonight. Like, because if Siakam doesn't...
They did when it mattered.
They did, but that's what we could say in game 1. They just did when they had to. But, like, if Siakam doesn't score 40, who else played really well? Miles Turner hit some shots tonight. Halliburton was distributing well. But
Halliburton played a decent game. He didn't
played,
score a ton, but he did. He set everybody up.
He was distributing, but like, I don't think that they're outplaying the Knicks. Like, I feel like the Knicks are. I feel like the Knicks are much more in this series than Minnesota is. I think Minnesota's in trouble. Bad, like trouble.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
Minnesota's in trouble.
The elephant in the room here is anytime Anthony says something's going to be cinema, it ends up being $5 Tuesdays. Anytime that man says something's going to be cinema, it ends up being $5 Tuesdays.
Because he just knew that we were going to get this great duel. And
granted, Ant did his thing. Julius didn't show up this game.
I was saying this earlier. I feel bad for Julius because he has had a great playoffs, and like people have kind of been paying attention and noticing. Draymond tried to give him his flowers.
Gave him his fucking flowers.
And Julius, this game 2 was absolutely the worst game he's had all playoffs, and the floodgates are open. Julius stinks. He does this like, and I'm just like, damn, like Julius is really.
He's a hated guy.
He hasn't had a good playoff. He's had a
phenomenal playoff.
And yeah, he played bad in game 2. That was
not
Knicks.
good.
He was pressing. He was frustrated, and that's when he gets frustrated, you can wrap it up.
But that's always the game plan against him, is to make him frustrated, and the Thunder can do that.
Yeah.
Nobody causes more turnovers than the Thunder do. Nobody.
That's why they're
going to win. This Thunder team is exactly what we thought it was going to be. It's exactly what we thought was going to be going into this season.
Like, again, this is not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
They're winning the title.
They're going to win the title. They're going to win the title.
There is nobody who the Pacers, the Knicks, it doesn't matter. Nobody's beating them.
Knicks, Celtics, Cavs,
nobody.
Horses, Lions, Tigers, Bears. It doesn't matter.
New York Knicks, New York Jets, New York Giants. It does not matter. Put whoever. New York Police Department, New York Fire Department, call the National Guard, call the U.S. Army. Nobody's beating the Thunder.
I've been saying, I mean, Dylan, you also picked. I've been saying this all year. Like, I don't know if you guys are watching. This Thunder team is the best team in the league, and it's not close. It's
like
not
we see Indiana going 10 deep. OKC can also go 10 deep and has a better 10 deep. A better 10 deep.
Because some of them dudes that Indiana ran out there tonight wouldn't sniff the floor in OKC. Wouldn't sniff the floor.
Again, shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. Shout out to Alex Caruso.
My man Caruso.
Caruso getting to that team that already has the other Alex Caruso and Lou Dort. Hell. And then you have J-Dub playing every passing lane possible. If I had $1 for every time I saw him jump the passing lane and just go clean for a dunk by himself, I'd have a lot of money. A lot of money.
The Pacers could get a game or two.
Yes.
They could get a game.
They don't have anybody who's guarding Shea.
They have no one that could guard Shea because
not only is he going to give you 30, he's also going to shoot 15 free throws.
And he's going to drive Neesmith crazy. They have no one on their team that can guard Chet Holmgren. No one. As soft as he is, they have no one that can guard him. We saw what Hartenstein was doing to them last year. Like, they can't. And God forbid J-Dub decides he wants to play. They have Siakam has to play like this for them to have a chance. He has to play like this every night. But he can't play like this against them because when OKC switches, it's just going to be another 6'7", 6'8" guy that's standing there. Like I'm telling you, I'm respecting Indiana because they're beating my team. I don't know if they can get more than a game against OKC. Like unless the OKC takes because the one thing Indiana is going to do is they're not going to stop playing. They're gonna play.
No, exactly.
They're gonna play
But
all the way.
so will
So
the Thunder.
if they can catch, okay. Well, no. What you call them? Caught them slipping. If Indiana can catch them slipping, and Indiana can get, if Indiana can get them in a tight game, Indiana will have a chance. That would be the Knicks' only chance against OKC. It was the same thing I told you they had to do to Boston. Just stay with them until the fourth. If you can get them in a clutch game, you got a chance. If you could get OKC to a clutch game, you got a shot. If you can't, good night. Good night. Good night.
Average win margin going to be 15.
And the problem with getting them in the clutch game is they have the MVP on their team. like Shea is about that. Shea is about that. So I know Halliburton is on fire.
Halliburton is playing the best basketball of his career.
And he's got a chip on his shoulder, but so does SGA. So does Shea. We're putting the what is the horse before the cart? Whatever this.
The cart before the horse.
What that? Because I don't think this Knicks series is quite over yet. I do think the Minnesota series is over. I'm Dylan. I'm dangerously close to OKC in 4.
I'm already there. I
feel OKC in 4. I'm waiting for Ant to drop 40, but I'm watching.
He was so close last night,
and it meant nothing.
He had 36,
and it meant nothing.
Nothing.
It meant nothing. So
if the Knicks lose next game, Tibbs can't come back. He can't coach that game in game 4.
So the reason I don't think the Knicks series is over is because if the Knicks can get this back to the Garden for game 5, I can't. I mean, they could, but I don't think the Knicks will lose 3 in a row at home, which then puts a lot of pressure
at home all playoff.
Yeah,
that's why.
And then what happened in game 4 against Boston? They all of a sudden decided, hey, let's play good at home. If the Knicks can get this to 6, Indiana is in trouble. Not trouble, but
again, that
pressure. But the Knicks got to get there. That's what I'm saying. The Knicks got to get there.
If the Pacers go up 3-0, then it really don't matter. I don't think it's going to sweep because then you could. I would love for that, but the Knicks they can't go down without fighting, right? So
I hope
they can just bring. Okay, cool. We'll survive the Garden, and then we'll just win at home.
If they go up 3-0 and let the Knicks get this back to 6,
zero chance, Mike. You guys stand 0 chance. Don't even try. Don't even try that. No,
the
zero
Knicks
chance.
have to win the next game.
The Knicks cannot go down 3-0.
So, I would think the Knicks are.
If the Knicks go down 3-0, you are in danger of having Cat just not play at all.
Because I'm sure a mystery injury will pop up for him.
Because
I don't know if you notice him all of a sudden shaking his hand.
Well, he was doing that after the Celtic series too. Was he not? He was setting it up for this.
Long-term storytelling.
Long-term storytelling. He was selling the hand so we could get to this point. If you guys go down 3-0, Cat will be mentally checked out. You guys can't get swept. There's no way the Knicks and the Wolves can get swept after they both participated in the biggest trade of the off season, was just swapping players, and then you have the same result where neither one of you guys win a conference finals game.
Yeah, because it's just, I'm telling you right now, Thunder in 5. I'm telling you right now, Thunder in 5.
And I don't think the NBA wants that because you can. When's the last time we've had 2 small market teams in the NBA Finals? 89?
No. Because they consider Miami a small market.
Are they?
Detroit, San Antonio. Detroit,
Wow.
San Antonio.
That was the finals?
Yeah, Detroit, San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Goddamn Rasheed Wallace.
You're right.
Had he just... Why would you leave Robert Horry?
You are right. Wow. A long time.
But
oh yeah, we have that, and then we have 03, Jersey and
San Antonio. That was rough.
I mean, we didn't win a game, so
that was rough. And that Spurs is rough.
Let me tell you, it wouldn't have mattered who came out of the Eastern Conference in those two series. It wouldn't have fucking mattered who came out of the Eastern Conference in those two series. Just so happened we played two of the greatest fucking teams ever. Like, whatever. Whatever. Fuck it.
Got packed up. That's what happened.
Promptly. I'm not embarrassed of that. I'm not embarrassed of that. Losing to that Tim Duncan. Losing to that Shaq and Kobe. I'm okay. You got to win one. I know there's no such thing as moral victories. But you gotta try to go out with one here. Just for pride. Now, how about this? Let's explore here. So we know Giannis is all about a fucking net, right? If the Knicks lose this series and Cat fucking sucks it up, do you guys call Milwaukee and be like, "Hey, take him. Take him."
I would trade Cat for Giannis.
Take him now.
I would do that right now. Like Cat,
because I
don't know what the money you're lying, but
you know what I planned, Mike? Here, let's do some long-term storytelling. See? Let's do some long-term storytelling. I've been booking that the day Giannis gets traded to Brooklyn. I do this thing where I hate Giannis all the way through. And then when Giannis becomes a net, I'm like, oh, yes, hallelujah, we did it, we got him. And then I immediately send fucking 30 eye roll emojis.
You absolutely want him.
I don't. I really don't.
Like I said, it's all tough talk until
I only want him if I know who the second person is. Because you can't pair him with everybody. Sir, you leave Big Body Brunson alone. Jalen Brunson's the guy. I love Jalen Brunson.
He took a horrible shot at the end of the game tonight.
Yeah, I think he did that. I think Reggie called it out too. He did that so he just didn't get fouled. Because again, give yourself a chance to make the three, and as opposed to playing the foul game and just constantly being down.
That was a horrible shot.
It was not a good shot, but if it went in, it would have been a good shot.
No, it would not have. No, it would not have.
Again, we're in an NBA where everybody's
a lot of bad shots, Dylan.
We're in a world where every 3-pointer at this point is a fucking 40-footer, and it's a good one. It's a good shot until it's not.
Like it's
everything's a good shot when it goes in.
It's not a good shot.
Remember Dame's shot on Paul George?
That's a bad shot.
Great shot. He made it.
A bad shot.
Blame Stephen Curry.
That's why Paul George doesn't acknowledge that shot to this day, because that was a bad shot and it went in, and now Paul George is a meme.
Again,
that was a bad shot.
It's a good shot because you know who's the only other person you want taking that shot outside of Dame? Steph. It's only bad if it misses. That's today's NBA. Shout out to Steph Curry. Change it all up and down. We got fucking 13-year-olds shooting those. It's all his fault.
With confidence, too. Shooting it with confidence.
With the Dion Waiters level of irrational confidence from fucking 40. Huh.
It's all Steph's fault.
You know what? We can't blame Jalen Brunson tonight. We got to blame Steph Curry for that shot. Because that's the only reason that shot even was a thought. It's the only reason that shot was a thought.
I just blame Cat because everything
I don't
is his
blame you.
fault tonight. Everything is his fault.
Mike, you know who I missed tonight?
Anthony, say it.
Our boy Chang.
I tried. I tried to
Our
walk
boy
in it.
Chang.
I tried to walk. Yeah, he interesting fella.
I need him back.
You was on fire. I'm glad that he's not here because when I leave here in a minute, I'm afraid of what this solo show.
No, I will cut it off when you're done here. Because if he pops up, I feel bad because I haven't talked about anybody's mother tonight. So, Chang, if you're listening somewhere out in the universe, come here and say hi so I can say hi to your mother.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Man, Mike, we got these guys going crazy in the chat. We're trading everybody. Josh Hart's got to go. Jalen Brunson
Josh's got to go. Like, what do we do? Like, just blow it up. Got to the Eastern Conference Finals. Blow it up.
I'm all here for it because, Mike, you don't deserve nice things.
You don't deserve nice things.
None of us deserve nice things.
You don't. At all.
If I can't have nice things, you for sure can't have nice things.
You absolutely deserve Aaron Rodgers' Achilles exploding. You absolutely.
Hey, we got Anthony. Anthony's here.
And true to form. True to form. I'm not talking about Cat. Not talking about anything else. Who gets Anthony's fire? Campaign. Get that bum Campaign out of here. He played a whole 9 minutes.
And again, the two worst things Tibbs did tonight was those, like, 6 of those 9 minutes where it literally started a fucking 9-0 run for the Pacers, and Brunson was just nowhere to be found.
Like, he came in and, like, he fell on the ground. He stepped out of bounds on one. Like, I just.
To be fair, one of the out of bounds was he was trying to save a loose ball, but it just didn't work.
Like, he played 9 minutes and it was a -9.
Campaign stinks.
Like,
Campaign has had 2 decent games. Well, 1 good game, right? 1 good game, which was game 1.
1 good quarter. That's it.
Again,
he's had 1 quarter the whole playoffs, and he's
that game won against Detroit. That game won against Detroit.
No,
yes,
he had a good 4th quarter against Detroit,
and then he had like okay, like
serviceable, right?
Serviceable 1 other game.
Serviceable.
He's been dog shit the rest. So I will forever sit there with James when he wants to talk about fucking Campaign being serviceable. Never.
I wish Chris Paul would come to the Knicks because Chris Paul wouldn't be doing this shit. And he'd have this offense humming.
Chris Paul would also probably get injured in the big moment.
80, like a 94 Chevy.
And then Campaign would be playing anyway.
Oh. God, I can't stand having Campaign as my backup ball handler.
I've been real quiet up until today about the whole the Pacers only beat injured teams. The Knicks have only beat injured teams this playoff run. Only beat injured teams this playoff run.
Who's injured on Detroit?
Isaiah Stewart and Jaden Ivey.
Isaiah Stewart makes no difference.
You even said it yourself. Isaiah Stewart would have fucked up that series a little bit more than it was.
It would have just been more physical.
We would have probably gone 7.
More mucked up.
But exactly. And that's a difference maker. Mucking it up is a difference, especially because Cat is soft. Right?
He is very soft.
He's soft, so he would have made it difficult. Because, he was running from Jalen Duren the whole series. And then Jason Tatum's Achilles exploded. Jaylen Brown torn meniscus. And then fucking Chris Porzingis had AIDS. He fucking didn't go anywhere. Like, listen, injured.
I thought I heard Anthony yell. I thought I heard that.
So again, if we're gonna give the Pacers the last year or this year, they've only beaten injured teams. The Knicks have also only beat injured teams this year. It's true.
I really hate Reggie Miller and the Pacers.
It's wonderful.
Like, there's no, not like, thank God Stan Van Gundy's there. And he's not the biggest Knick guy either, but thank God he's there because Reggie just don't even care.
So much better having Reggie on this, though.
He don't even care.
For you, no. This is hell for you because your Knick hate fucking, it's not going to let you to appreciate what Reggie's doing right now. But this whole series has Reggie Miller written all over it, not even just from his commentary sides, just as like a mirror for the things he used to do to the Knicks. It's wonderful. It's like a live action passing of the torch. Like we're watching it in real time. Except Tyrese Halliburton is a much nicer guy than Reggie Miller was ever to the Knicks. Didn't stink.
Tyrese is, but the difference between Reggie and Halliburton is I feel like Reggie is organically a villain and organically an asshole. Halliburton is acting. He's posing. Like,
I don't even think he's like acting and posing. He did the choke thing because that was super appropriate. Because regardless, whether that was a game winner or not, y'all choked.
Dylan,
y'all choked.
He knew in his head, if I hit a game winner in this series, I'm gonna do that. He wore the shirt last year.
Oh yeah,
he knew he was gonna do that. No matter, like all he needed was a big shot in the fourth quarter, and he was gonna do that.
I think Tyrese Halliburton is going to end up being this super villain organically, whether it's the choke thing or not, because he's the best player on this team.
Because he's corny.
And you guys are going to hate him. I think, like, you guys still hate Trae Young for something that happened like 4 years ago. Trae Young is an actual bigger villain than Tyrese ever will be, but the stage that you guys are currently on with Tyrese doing what he's doing is going to make Tyrese the bigger villain.
Reggie is the
bigger devil on Tyrese's shoulder right now.
But Michael Jordan is the actual Knick villain.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Michael Jordan.
That's the actual villain.
I'm not taking anything away from that, but I'm just saying this modern thing. The word, like, Reggie is the puppeteer for this, and I think that's what's even the best part about it. It's like it's generational hate, and Knicks fans will hate it because he's sitting there fucking Geppetto and Pinocchio just fucking pulling all the strings with Tyrese Halliburton.
Rooting for them.
Somebody needs to make that a shirt and give me fucking credit for it. Reggie Miller with the fucking puppet things with Tyrese Halliburton. Ah, we just got our shirt, Mike.
You got a shirt.
We love it.
Who wins game 3?
Oh, the Pacers.
Who wins game 3 tomorrow?
Oh, not the Wolves. Not the Timberwolves.
Are you calling for 2 sweeps?
Not yet. 6 teams have come back from 0-2 to win a series. None of those teams lost the first 2 at home. The problem is, regardless of those 6 teams, it's like 6 to like 90 something. So the odds are in nobody's favor regardless. So it's tough. What the hell? What the hell, Yante? What the hell, Burton? We love it. Still no Chang.
Oh well, because we're signing off. Unless you're running solo, we're signing
No,
off.
we're signing off. End it. Thank
This
you,
is
everybody. Appreciate you.
great. Game 3 is Sunday night.
We can go live. It's a federal holiday.
Yeah, I would say we actually. I'm around.
It's a federal holiday.
I'm around. I am off Monday.
We not working.
Me and Dylan are off on Monday. So
We'll see.
join
If
us.
you guys go down 3-0, where's your head gonna be? Where's your head gonna be?
Somber.
Where will you be on the panic meter?
12.
Will I have another Chat GPT poem to open the show?
No, I think the Knicks will win.
The answer is yes. I will have a Chat GPT poem to open the show. Since I've discovered Chat GPT being the fucking best, shout out to the email I sent James earlier. We're gonna be involved. AI is great.
It's not. It's not. Shout out to the fellows. Shout out to Rods, who the clock's ticking. I think he's getting more active. He's almost done teaching the children.
What is it? Imminent.
Imminent, as he said. So he's almost done teaching the babies. Oh, almost done with the seminar. And he will return. He's already, just side note for you guys, Rods is active in our group chat. And he is
time to time.
He's throwing a whole fit tonight. And I knew it. I knew it because I didn't get a chance to say it because the Rockies are historically bad.
Horrendous.
And he was calling for the Yankees better not lose. And before I could even say it, well, what happens if we lose one and we just win 2
I
out
didn't
of 3?
think we were gonna lose. We were gonna sweep this. I don't think we're gonna sweep fucking anybody.
To sweep them, we never
win the
play
series.
them. We're never in this building.
Literally, Aaron Judge's first time in his career playing in that fucking
hit the ball
stadium.
500 feet. Like now, if the Yankees lose tomorrow, then yeah, Rods can go.
Then yeah, but rightfully so. We should be shitting on the Yankees if they lose tomorrow. We can't lose a series to this fucking team.
Can't lose to this team, but we lost the opener. All right.
Well, the funny thing now is since the Orioles are also bad, the Roz versus the Orioles thing becomes a thing again.
It's real. It's real again. It is real. It's real because the Yankees can't lose a division game to anyone who's under 500. Can't lose a game.
Can't do it.
So we'll be back. Hopefully, I'll be in a better mood.
I hope not.
Get ready for what could be a very long Memorial Day weekend. For Dylan, Mike, shout out to James, Ant, Roz. We're out of here. Peace.